You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
Watch it, Jedi. There's a body over there. A lone Mandalorian. Fresh kill, too. I can't figure the percentage in them still. This used to be their headquarters during the wars. Could be all sorts of reasons. He's probably employed by someone. All Mandalorians are these days. Whoever hired him had a good reason to send him to this jungle. There may be more of them around. Keep your weapon charged.
Ready to serve.
Let's move out.
Yes, Master.
You surrounded.
Great, just what we needed. Mandalorians.
I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily. What are you doing here? claimed this moon decades ago, when we reforged ourselves after Exar Kun's defeat. Some of us call it home. Why are you trespassing here? We expected as much. You visit Duxon by choice. We have orders to escort you to our camp. Our leader wants... You are coming with us. I'm supposed to escort you peacefully, but the alternative is quite acceptable. So your choice is follow us as our guest, or see how Mandalorians have earned their reputation.
So you're the intruder. Our sensors picked up your handiwork and I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding. This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian war effort. From this complex, we commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. So it's transportation you want. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable. I make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you'll... It's Mandalorian business, not yours. That's not going to work. I've traveled with Jedi before, so I know all about your tricks. If you want something from me, you're going to have to convince me the old-fashioned way. Figure it out yourself. Ask around. See if you can make yourself useful, or something that'll show what you... There is one thing. Before your ship landed, we were preparing some demolition work. All the activity forced my men to stop before they finished. The charges need to be detonated before anybody comes across them, so all you'd have to do is flip a switch. We want to keep a low profile, so we've recalled all our patrols in the jungle. Setting off some high explosives isn't a textbook example of subtlety. We were trying to uncover the entrance to a hidden cache of old Mandalorian equipment. The explosives should be easy to find. Just get to it before they... Mechanics are nothing more than pests, but they have a real talent for screwing up plans. Just get to those explosives in the next day or so. The last months before Duxon fell, the old Mandalore knew that Revan and the Republic were gaining the upper hand. He ordered our best engineers to hide caches of weapons and munitions throughout the moon, safely away. Don't you think they tried? It's real easy to hide things in a jungle, even when they found some of our caches. I'll let Kex know that you check out. We found more gear than we can use, so you can trade with him if you need some. Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area. What do you want? So far, you haven't done anything. you want? What do you want?
Ready to serve.
Your ship's pilot and gunner are both skilled. You destroyed many underrun fighter craft in the recent space battle. So you are the visiting Jedi. You aren't much to look at. Are you here? A few. No fights to the death. Other parts of our there are individual rules for each fight. The warrior with greater honor determines those. I am Davro, a Mandalorian warrior. Our history is one of battles and wars, but there are times when even we must deal with it. It pales to what we really thirst for. Honor.
So, the Jedi comes to grace us. The battle circle is reserved only for real. Jedi rely too much on their vaunted powers. They lose touch of the power of their arms and feet. If you want to try and fight us on our turf, you are new here, so you will fight Davro. He is young and has not been able to prove himself in battle.
No weapons, no Jedi tricks, and no item.
Put your weapon away, Jedi. Step into the battle circle. Now you will experience... The match between Jedi and Davro is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. Davro is just a recruit. I'm not surprised you won this fight. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you. As little honor as you have gained, it is sufficient to accept his request. Here to watch a fight or to participate? After defeating Davro, you have gained some small... Since he is the challenge... For Mandalore! For Mandalore! I will send a runner to Kex. The match between Kex and the Jedi is the clear and... Here to watch a fight or to participate? We are not merchants. We are Mandalore. Be careful when you ridicule a Mandalorian. If Is there anything else you...
You choose to fight again. Now face a real Mandalorian, just fist in foot like you fight with Devil. Not Tagrin chooses to fight hand to hand. Remember, no weapon. The match between Jedi and Tagrin. The Jedi is the clear and honor. The only Mandalorians left for you to fight are our champions. No one can, and it must be real proof. The kind you gain fighting foes to the death. And a champion must observe and deem your action. There are two champions in the camp, Braylor and Kelborn. Until you prove yourself in their eyes. Unless a battle circle champion vouches for you, you cannot fight anyone else in the circle.
So the Jedi Order isn't completely dead. You always had hidden strengths. Very hard for even the wisest. I have studied much of the Jedi since our defeat. I would be... I could only do that if I observed you fight an enemy in real combat. I have seen your matches so far, but the rules cannot be changed. The other champion, Kelborn, is in the jungle on a mission. Perhaps you...
You have prowess in battle, this cannot be denied. But your Jedi teachings prove Jedi couldn't have beaten us in the Mandalorian.
sent one of my warriors, Kumas, into the jungle. It's been 3 days. If Kumas wasn't dead, he'd be back already. Good point. I don't want his body just... The Mandalorians will rise again.
Right, stand back. Sith's blood! Fixing anything in this rotting fest. This jungle attacks anything made by man. Restoring. You're trying to help Mandalore. If you can fix the power problem I'm having, I'll take whatever help I can get. Whatever wires and tech haven't been corroded by them. I'm trying to get the relay dish operational, but several components are broken and need repair. Without the relay, we're vulnerable to attack. Your space battle may have attracted unwanted attention, and our shuttle sensors... seems just about everything involved with a relay dish is broken. If you think you can help, there's the broken cables right over there. And the relay... The only thing I know for sure is we need a new phase pulse converter for the tracking computer. We actually already found one in an old weapons cache, but flaming... That's a problem with Canox. They'll leave you alone if you keep... But if you turn your back on the pests, they'll eat. They're vermin. They're no challenge for a Mandalorian. Since they provide... Just gut every Canox you come across. You wouldn't believe... Alright then. Come back when you have the converter and we can see about getting these...
Ready to head back to your ship? Give the word and We've called off our patrols outside the camp. We usually find, but without our patrols, some of the larger beasts may be around. Who knows? Our relay dish is down, and until Zuko repairs it, the Onderon military has cordoned off the planet, so there shouldn't be anybody else down here. Still, it's like someone is searching the planet. I don't know. Duxon's...
Damn it. You have fought and defeated worthy foes. During the war, we abandoned our headquarters before Revan's final attack. Only a few volunteers were allowed to stay and fight. Finally arrived, Jedi. I seek to reclaim the honor that you stole from me. This time, we... I was too young to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. With our clans scattered, there was no opportunity. Years ago, young Mandalorians would fly point in a basilisk, laying waste to anything before them. At the fort, what little honor I have earned, you stripped from me in the battle circle. You would deny my request? I want to fight here, in front of other men. Then you dishonor me again, Jedi. One to... Head out into the jungle. Stay alert. Our patrols keep the area clear of the more dangerous beasts.
I am a Mandalorian scout. I don't go on. Mandalore sent me out here personally to track a ship that Yeah, from what little we could pick up on sensors, it was bigger than your ship. This one was trying to slip in quietly, and it was keeping its eye on emissions to a minimum. Just this corpse here. Looks like a scout. Pretty green, too. The fool walked right into a...
Whoever these visitors are, they don't...
He can't have been the only one crawling around here. If there's more, we can't let them find the camp, if that's what they're looking for. There's more of these scouts in the jungle. There's many...
If we spot any scouts, we'll need to take them out fast before they can warn their companions.
If we split up, we should be able to find their scouts. I'm going to take up a position to the east. You go west. I'll make sure none of them get past me.
What happened to Lon?
He got swarmed by those little beasts. I think they're called Canox.
I hope this mission is worth it to the Colonel. If not... Wait, did you hear that?
That's her! Get her!
Set the staging camp up here. This jungle just never ends.
Lieutenant, 2 of our scout patrols haven't reported back.
2 more? Nothing is worth this.
More beasts!
Everyone, attack!
don't like the sound of that. I think you've just stirred up...
Ready? Stand back. A little harder than I thought. Stand back. A little harder than I thought.
Acknowledgement. Crude, but effective. Ready to serve.
I found more of their scouts, but they started shooting as soon as they saw me. I heard blaster rifle fire coming from deeper in the jungle. You find it? Surprised they wouldn't talk to you. I thought their grudge was only with Mandalorians. Find out anything useful from them? I searched their corpses. I'm pretty certain that they're Onderonian military, but without... The only thing the scouts had on them were weapons. No identity cards, no personal effects, and no evidence to figure out who... It doesn't work that way. I've told you what I found. Now you tell me what you found. Colonel, huh? Could be Colonel Tobin. Tobin is General Vaklu's personal cat hound. If he's on your trail, you might want to steer clear of Onderon. I'm not surprised. He was probably acting on orders from Vaklu. If so, you've made some dangerous enemies. General Vaklu is the cousin of Queen Talia. He's also in charge. He led the Onderon resistance when we occupied their world during the Mandalorian Wars. He was a worthy foe. Mandalore needs to know about the scouts. One last thing about the battle circle. Your actions have proven you worthy of fate. Perhaps we can face each other there. See you at camp.
Do you see that boma over there? The Force flows through even these simple creatures. aren't fully formed. Basic instincts, urges, dominated by every breath and every... The point is to learn something about the Force, even if you cannot appreciate that. Good. Beasts can be easier to affect than other sentients, but you must bridge the gap between what you feel its consciousness. Yes, like a low rumble before the storm. Use the Force to create a barrier around it. Make it with care and subtlety. You came close, and you have potential. With practice, you can make any... But the cage around their perceptions is a fragile thing. Many things can break it. With the Force, anything is possible.
Ratio achieved.
Query is... I'm Kumis. Zargo is not wrong in thinking me dead. We assume that any Mandalorian who does not report back within a day, I still live. I am just... A patrol was sent to look for weapon caches in this region. They found 3... Zarga told me to prove myself by taking explosives to those sites and uncovering the caches, if they exist. This was the first site. After easily dispatching some Maras, I removed my pack and began to plant my charges along this ridge. When I finished setting the charges, I looked down to see Canucks swarming all over my pack. The pets were eating everything. I killed the Canucks, but then a herd of Bomas arrived. I had no more ammo. The extra energy cells I had brought had been in my... So I've been up here, weaponless for 2 days. You must have cleared a path to the beast coming here. If you take care of the Boma beasts, I can make it to safety. Your actions are worthy of a Mandalorian. Return here when you have Don't touch that button, it'll blow up all my charges. Stranger. I am returning to the Mandalorian camp. I have only one request. Please.
phase pulse converter. You do? I don't know how, but these pieces look in good enough shape to repair. I'll be sure to tell Mandalore how much help you've been. I know you didn't ask, but Mandalorians are expected to do anything they can to help, but you're a stranger. Any progress with the repairs or the phase pulse converter? Any progress with the repairs or the phase pulse converter? Damn it. Jumbo's taking over. Ah! This is a mess. You found Kumas, and alive, no less. I suppose I should offer my... He was evasive when I asked him what happened, however. We'll see if Kumas will prove... Mandalore will gather the plan. We will triumph.
Kumas owes you a debt of honor, Trent. I have lost. But this was no true contest. Jedi are skilled warriors, and I am young. I will trade, but there are others already here who are more than your equal. Braylor...
Kelborn says you are worthy enough to face champions. You may find... You have enough honor to face a champion of a...
Swords only. No items or the Jedi's force. And no sword of the Jedi's choosing. Just as
Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. You may fight with fist, foot, and the blade from... The match between Jedi and Kelborn. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. I underestimated you. If you fight in the circle again this day, you will face the bravest and... Here to watch a fight or to participate? We eagerly look forward to this fight. Braylor.
No terms today, Sergeant.
I would fight the Jedi. Braylor will fight you as you are. Still no killing and no leaving the battle circle. But you may use... The match between Jedi and Brit. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have defeated the most worthy of us. You walk away. We will not forget your deeds.
read that you have defeated Braylor. The story of that I'm impressed. Too bad you're a Jedi.
You defeated Braylor in the battle circle. Either you're very lucky, or you're a lot tougher than you look. Kelborn said you dispatched some covert military scouts in the jungle with him. He spoke high. The gate guard said you managed to kill a Zakig. Those are tough beasts, Jedi. You've earned some respect. Zarga told me that you returned one of our sheep to the herd. You have gained some small prestige by helping Kumas. How many Canox did you have to kill to find those parts for Zuka? That was a tremendous help. You've made quite a reputation around here. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow, but I'll move up the timetable and take you now. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab anything from your ship, I'd do it now. I know, it made quite a racket. Good work. That's to be expected. They don't really like... It wouldn't be much of a test if all you had to do was take a hike through the jungle, now would it? You're alive? Are you ready to go to Ice? I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore, all systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes. The Great Crusade. After the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor V, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor V, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will last centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters, even when they abandoned you. Do you wonder where he wanders now, Mandalore? Why he gave you your orders, then abandoned you at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. She is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path, and I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her. 1, 2, 3.
Mandalorians, we've got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help.
You didn't think you were the only ones with stealth generators, did you?
Over here. There are more of them.
For Mandalore!
trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to Isis immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty. But there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of Isis. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world. Yeah, what do you want?